So my first ever YouTube video on this channel hit 10 years old the other day. I originally made this long video, went on for like an hour, and afterwards I was like, I don't even know what I was talking about, so I wouldn't even watch this, so I'm deciding to remake it. At least we'll have a bit of natural lighting this time, only I'm kind of battling with every single bird outside over the microphone, but you know what, we're just going to go through it anyway. Oh, I have an infuser. Also, my wardrobes. I'm doing a kind of a shuffle around, excuse the mess. Anyway, I'm turning that off because it makes bubble noises, and I don't want that. There's no real point to this video other than me sort of saying thanks, I guess. Acknowledging that I've been around for 10 years, which is crazy to think. I was 16, still in high school, when this channel started, with no idea about YouTube, no idea you can make a career out of it, no idea you can make money. I didn't know anything, didn't know how to record, didn't know how to edit, didn't know how to talk. I literally didn't know how to talk. But here we are, still kind of around 10 years later. So this is my first video of this year. I've kind of had a big life change recently, which takes up most of my time. As well as other things, I'm not gonna lie about it. I don't really have the same love and passion to making certain videos anymore. I'm very aware this channel is focused around Mount & Blade, the game, and the mods that are based on that game. But for me, if you look at the channel history from the last 10 years, it's constantly evolved. And especially now that I'm becoming an adult, I say that as if I'm not an adult yet. Anyway, I've changed. You know, I will always enjoy those games, but keep in mind I've put thousands of hours into those series, thousands of hours into editing, as well as other things. You know, it takes a lot of time, and that's the kind of time I don't have. It's the kind of time I don't have these days, unfortunately. Even though I don't upload as much these days, I don't want anyone to think that I've just abandoned the channel. I know it looks like it, and I guess technically I have, but this channel means more to me than you may think. This channel has done more for me than anyone else has, that's for sure. When I started this channel, I was, look, I'll be honest, a bit of a loser. Still am. I was in high school, didn't like school, wasn't very good at school, wasn't focused at school, didn't really fit in at school, never really felt like I was good at anything, always felt like there was always 10 people better than anything that I could do. But then this channel came around. Originally it came around just from a passion of wanting to edit and make videos. I would mess around with, like, you know, family recordings from holidays and turn them into little videos, edit them, add music. I thought it was really fun. My dad received like a thumb injury or something playing soccer, goalkeeping, which required him to work from home. At the time, we didn't have a Windows computer. We had a family Mac. I know, fucking terrible. Meaning I could use his work laptop, which was a Windows laptop, to play some of my old favorite PC games. One of them being Rome Total War, which this channel started with. I couldn't tell you what made me want to look that up on YouTube, to then find Prince of Macedon, the first gaming YouTuber that I kind of stumbled across. And that's kind of where the passion started, you know, and the inspiration, because I was like, oh, I can do that. I can play Rome Total War online and make videos about it. That doesn't seem too hard. And if you look at my earliest videos, that's all I did for a while. I made some Rome Total War online battles. I uploaded them. I would tell the people I was versing or teaming up with, saying, hey, by the way, recording this, go check me out. That probably got me to my first 30 subs. I thought I was doing pretty well. Pretty early on one Easter, I met Saxon King.
I was actually going to send it to Saxon King. I'm going to link you to his page because he's a part of this.
He was in a very similar, had a channel, about 30 subs, was making Rome Total War videos. Me and him became really good friends. Being subbed to Saxon King, he did a video with a YouTuber called Sapphire Phoenix, who's now known as just Saf, I believe, or Sathers, who was very known for his Third Age Total War. I then got in contact with Sapphire Phoenix. We did a video together, and Sapphire Phoenix, being quite a larger YouTuber at the time, had a couple of thousand subs. His video that we did together got me 100 subs overnight. I remember the day, I still remember the exact moment checking my phone and seeing 100 subs, and I thought, I've made it. Skipping kind of like, you know, this is why my last video was an hour long, because I kind of talked about the entire history of my channel, which was my original plan. I did, if you guys remember, I made a video, it was probably my last video, I mentioned that my 10-year anniversary was coming up, and I did want to do something really big for this. I wanted to plan this giant documentary type video, talking to all like my old YouTube friends that I've met across the last 10 years, but I just got really busy, got a new job. We'll go into that. But yeah, just to quickly summarize it, through Sapphire Phoenix, I then met Mr. Mate.
Oh no, I think I must change when I next spawn again.
Oh, you see this? I'm gonna see if my horse can land this.
Go,
You
go.
see me? Whee! Oh god.
Are you dead as well?
No, I'm fine.
Damn it!
Mr. Mate was an Aussie YouTuber who would host Total War podcasts,
So, g'day guys, Mr. Mate here.
who I then met many well-known YouTubers now, which are Alex the Rambler. I met Lionheart, Cyril Beliefs, Diplex, and from there it kind of just, it just exploded. That's kind of like where it all started. It all started with Saxon King, meeting him on Room to the War. I'm sure at some point I would have bumped into some of these YouTubers, but I do have to give credit to my very close friend Saxon King, who I originally met, and because of him met all these other awesome YouTubers. Now, as much as I would like to go and talk about every single YouTuber that I've made friends with, I just don't really see the point in it. They know who they are. I will shout out some of them because some of them I would like to acknowledge because they've really been a part of my journey and have really made this, the last 10 years memorable. And anyway, so starting very early on, my Rome to the War online friends, Spiddy, Ropey, and Dubba, they were like I would play Rome to the War online battles with them on a weekly basis back when, I think this is before Rome 2 was out, very early on. Me and Dubba especially would make some awesome Rome to the War videos. Still some of my favourite online battles at the time. So much fun.
As we are doing a Room to the War online battle 3v3, I'm joined by two of my Aussie mates. You guys want to say hello?
Hello. What's up?
Moving on to Mountain Blade and other games, I did a lot of videos with Snowhood. Many of you should know Snowhood. Me and him have done so many videos together. We had our own show called the Heph and Snow Show. It was just did random videos. It was fun.
Heph and Snow Show.
Across the path here is Snowhood, and I'm the Gulls, and I'm lost looking for Rome.
Playing Third Age, playing multiplayer Total War, playing Full Invasion on Mountain Blade. Many mods, Napoleonic Wars especially, plenty of those. Itchy's one of my real life friends I went to school with. We did so many games.
Hello, sir. Do you want to buy some juicy grapes? We got some green grapes and we got some red grapes.
I was meant to be buying vegetables.
Those cabbages are poisonous, mate. Don't you fucking eat them.
They're poisonous. Can I?
Mate, you bad mouthing my shit.
Hello,
Your
sir.
cabbages are shit.
One of my most favourite and memorable series of the last 10 years would be our War in the North series, where we had 3 different perspectives. So episode 1 was on my channel, I think episode 2 was on Snow's channel, and episode 3 was on Itchy's channel. And it was just a really fun series, and Itchy made kind of like a highlight video of like the entire series at the end, and I've watched it back a couple times over the last couple of years, and it's just really fun to look back on. Moving on to some of my old international friends. I say old, they're still my friends, even though I don't talk to them as much these days. Mecha Heated, me and him did a bunch of videos early on.
Hey guys, it's Thyson, also known as Tom, and I'm joined with Metcha.
Hi. Hello.
Lord Rexasaur, still talk to him every now and then. He's an awesome friend.
This Dark Elf Caravan. I've got my good friend Rex, who you may know, who's really familiar with the lore of Warhammer. I've asked him to give me a quick little analysis of the Wood Elves, and that's going to play right now. And yeah, that's going to play during this battle.
The Wood Elves are descendants of exiled High Elves, who moved to the vast forest realm of Aethel Loren, situated on the border of Bretonnia, Estelia, and the Empire.
I love his little community with Dragonheart, Kahuli, and all that bunch. You know who you are if you're watching this. It's always a great time getting to know them and spending time playing games. If only I was not across the other side of the world on an opposite time zone, I would definitely spend more time just messing around playing all kinds of games with that crew because they're just awesome. And to quickly shout out some of the bigger YouTubers, and which doesn't mean anything. They're still great people, obviously, but obviously they're bigger YouTubers. They're more well known. They have more content creators begging them to make videos with them. But there's a few that have always made time for me and have always considered me an equal. And I would like to quickly mention some of them. Starting off with Lionheart. Lionheart is kind of like, to me at least, been the father figure of the Total War scene.
I'm coming, Heph. That sounds wrong.
This guy is... I couldn't think of a more suitable and respectable person to kind of represent the Total War scene, in my eyes. The guy's been around for like 12, 13 years now. He's consistent, he's a great YouTuber, he's now a dad. I remember watching him back when he was little. Like me, you know, I looked very different when I first showed my face. He's always made time for me, and many occasions where I've done community type content, he's always been up for it, and he's always put his hand up, and yeah, he's just a solid guy. It's someone that I've been planning to meet as well. We kind of joke about buying each other beers, but obviously I haven't been to England in about 11 years, so we'll get there eventually. Diplex Heated. I never made a video with Diplex. I think we did a podcast together once where we didn't even really talk to each other, but we've always known about each other. Fun fact: my first ever time seeing Mount and Blade was one of his Mount and Gladius videos, which was like a line battle type thing where he would command like a bunch of people. I thought Mount and Gladius was its own game. I didn't even know what Mount and Blade was at the time, but I remember getting that recommended to me on YouTube very early on in my YouTube career, and yeah, always been a big fan of Diplex. He's an awesome guy, and when I went through some dark patches of my life a couple of years ago, he reached out and really helped. He understood how I was feeling. I think he had a similar situation at the time, and we just talked it out. And you know, this is someone I barely knew. We only knew each other through channels and obviously Twitter and whatever. But yeah, just an awesome guy. I will never forget the advice and the chats he gave me. It really did help at the time, and yeah, awesome guy. Pixelated Apollo. I absolutely love Pixelated Apollo. I think he deserves every single bit of success that he has gotten.
You can try anymore. Just like whatever.
I'll just stop speaking.
What you want to do, actually, to get a lot of comments, because you know usually like, a video that gets a lot of comments kind of does better for your video.
That's true. Actually.
So you could, you could say something wrong on purpose that is common knowledge, and just have like 100 people correct you. Boom! There's 100 comments.
100 comments.
He kind of came out of the blue. You know, the Total War community had been around for a while, really, and out of nowhere, you've got this passionate, just crazy mind. I say crazy as in like this guy was so creative with his videos, and suddenly he's just got these giant battles, and you watch them and you can feel the excitement as if you're there. And this guy just has such a love for like at least the earlier Total Wars at least. And he was just, oh man, it was just so much fun to watch, so much energy. And his channel exploded. Every single month he was like doubling his subs. I think he's probably the most sub Total War YouTuber, if he would even call himself that. But yeah, I have only done a very few videos with Pixelated Apollo. He's joined me with a few live streams every now and then. I've joined a few of his. Obviously time difference sucks, which happens with most YouTubers who don't live in Australia. But yeah, awesome guy. He still occasionally, you know, catches up with me, sees how I'm doing, which I appreciate. Obviously, I'm going to have to mention Cyril Beliefs. Me and him have been friends for a very long time. I have always looked up to Cyril Beliefs. I always saw him as like the older brother to my channel.
Thank you for meeting me.
No worries, my friend.
So you know why I'm here.
Hell yeah, we're gonna fuck up the Seven Kingdoms.
Well, I guess you could put it that way.
You know what? We should do it right now. We should get out of the inn and do it right now. I'm ready to fuck things up. I know how to use a sword. I have alcohol in my body, and that's all you really need. You don't need other people.
Well,
I mean, if you want to bring them, they can watch me. But I'll do it. I'll kill them for you.
Where the fuck did you get that?
Where did I get what?
Where the fuck did you get that hat?
Oh, you mean that hat? Yeah, that hat I stole from a guy over there. Do me a favor. There's rum in that cup, and it's not being had. I need to have it.
The guy works so hard. His work ethic is inspiring. His creative mind is inspiring. He's one of the smartest guys that I know, and he works hard. Like, you don't realize, like, yes, making a video, editing, making it look good is one thing, but the guy puts research in. If you guys remember, he would research the shit out of these history time periods, record them, and then give you facts about recorded them. When he's doing, you know, fantasy type, he would buy the books, he would do the research, and so not only are you getting entertained by watching his gameplay and his editing and his commentary, you're learning as well. And I was like, there's not many YouTubers who put that much effort into their videos, and I gotta give credit to Surreal Beliefs. He's on a whole another level, and he deserves all the success that he has. Last one I mentioned, fellow Australian, not that I'm really Australian, but I've lived here most of my life, would be Legend of Total War. This guy is such a badass. Much like Surreal Beliefs, this guy has an incredible work ethic. Like I've mentioned a few times now, living in Australia is tough, especially when your audience is based around Europe and America. The Total War scene isn't huge in Australia, at least last time I checked it wasn't. The majority will always be around Europe and America, it just always will be, which is a completely different opposite time zone to us. So many times, I obviously haven't caught up with Legend for a while, but he would start streams at midnight and finish at like 6 in the morning, like almost every day, and that's what it takes, you know, and that's what it took for him to be successful. And look at him, he's done so well. I remember posting something silly on Twitter. For those who don't know, I'm very emotional at times. I've had shit happen, like many other people have, obviously. I think one time I took it to Twitter. I don't know what I said. I honestly have no idea what I said. But I remember him messaging me privately, telling me to delete it and to hop in a Discord channel with him. We sat in Discord for like 4 or 5 hours. He gave me some of the most useful YouTube advice that I've ever received, and at the time, it made a huge difference. He was like, yeah, that series, scrap that. This series is doing really well, keep doing that. As well as a bunch of tips and tricks that I never knew about YouTube. This guy is very smart when it comes to YouTube, and but not just that, he gave me a lot of life advice as well, which was very handy at the time. And he sacrificed one of his nights just to talk to me. I wasn't expecting it. Me and him haven't had a whole lot of interactions over the years, but yeah, we'll always remember that awesome guy. There's a bunch of other YouTubers that I've met who I've obviously forgotten. I want to quickly mention Cold Meat 247. Very, very early on, this guy helped me out with my partnership when I got my first partnership with Machinima. Shortly after I hit my first milestone of 1,000 subscribers.
I have 4 people to talk about right now, so make sure you follow because it's gonna go really quick. First guy, Efastion, my friend, F. You just call him F, right? F, you just hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations, my friend. Alright? And a little scoop for you guys. He's joining Machinima. So in the next 10 days, he should be part of Machinima. You will see that on his channel. So F, congratulations again on your 1,000 subscribers.
This guy helped me set up my contract, make sure it was all legit. This guy was like the most organized YouTuber at the time. So sad that he stopped uploading. He moved to a farm somewhere where he didn't have great internet. But yeah, awesome YouTuber. Cold Meat 247. If I ever see you again, it'll be a pleasure. Okay, a bit about me. So for those who may know, and I've mentioned this a few times, I didn't like my old job. I really didn't. It was really affecting my mental health, which has definitely reflected on this channel over the last couple of years. I finally got out of that job, and I got a new job, and it's really good. Consistent hours, good people, better money. It's just been fantastic. Obviously, it's full-time, that's why I am not around as much these days. But mentally, I am of the best I've been in a long, long time, for as long as I can remember. A lot of my time, and for those who watch, I say for those a lot, for those who follow my Twitch channel, you've seen I have been streaming a lot of Classic WoW, which is Classic World of Warcraft. I kind of found a new love and passion for this. This is what I've kind of evolved to. I've mentioned this a few times that I didn't get the chance to play World of Warcraft back in the day in original Classic. I was young and I didn't have a good computer and it couldn't run on that computer at the time. I'm now playing Classic The Burning Crusade, which is what I originally wanted to play back in the day. I recently got asked why I don't play Retail, which is the modern day World of Warcraft, and the thing is, like, I just don't want to join a game that really has like 10 years of history. I want to start fresh with everyone else and experience it with so many people for the first time, and that's why I never played Retail. Also, I think Retail's shit. That's just my opinion. I just don't think I think it's a bit of a mess. I'm sure many would agree. I'm not saying it's a bad game, I just think it's a bit of a mess. Let's not turn this into a World of Warcraft topic. So I'm sure many of you didn't want to hear that I'm now playing World of Warcraft. I know, terrible, right? But unfortunately, that is what I'm enjoying right now. I am in an awesome guild. I have made so many awesome friends. I feel like I have purpose every single week, which is nice. I will do some computer upgrades eventually and stream more because it's just fun seeing you guys come in and say hi every now and then. But that's about it. That's what I've been up to. That's what's happened. That's a little summarize and a little shout out to some awesome people that I've met over the last 10 years. For all the ups and downs, this YouTube channel has really made me. Something I didn't mention before, which I did mention in the original video, is that I had a really bad stutter, and it's definitely shown up at least once or twice in this video. I think, I don't know how it works. I think my brain and my mouth don't work well together, and anyway. I remember many times when I was younger where I couldn't finish sentences because I would stutter so bad. And through YouTube, I have learned how to talk properly. Talking to myself for thousands and thousands of hours amongst many thousands of videos, it has really helped me talk better. It has kind of really shaped who I am, because this obviously reflects to how I talk to people. It's helped my jobs, and through doing YouTube, learning how to edit, use Photoshop, other tools, is now also helping my career as well. I don't know what the future is going to hold for the channel. Obviously, like I said, I don't have a passion for really making Mountain Blade videos. Mountain Blade Warband, obviously very outdated. Bannerlord, a huge disappointment. Maybe I'll make some videos in the future when there's some awesome mods out. But right now, I'm very content with what I'm doing. I work a lot, I come home, I spend time with my guild, I play World of Warcraft, and I have a good time. Next stage in life is obviously moving out. I've been in this room since the channel started. I'm sure you've seen the background of this room many times. But like I said, the channel will never die. I'm always around. I'm always going to be online. My Discord server is always open. You can always come in and say hi. I do check it every day. And yeah, I did want to shout out some of my viewers that have been around for literally forever, but I don't know where the list went, and I swear there was a YouTube feature which showed me my most active subs, but anyway. Actually, while we're quickly talking about Discord, I want to quickly shout out my mods who have been around for so long and still are awesome friends of mine, and I would feel bad not even mentioning them. Obviously the OGs, Luke, John, Arian, McSnip, Dlich, Link, Blue Titan, and Dez. Awesome guys. You guys are always popping into the Twitch chats as well, keeping it active, saying hi to me. And they've always kept my Discord servers and comment sections safe. At least I think they do. Even though there's no work for you to do these days, I still appreciate you, and you guys are awesome mates, as well as to all the other regulars on the Discord server. You know who you are, and yeah. Anyway, that's enough. I don't want to turn this into another hour-long video. I'm gone. Thank you. Here's to another 10 years. Hopefully I'll make another video by then. And yeah, have a good one. I'll see you around.